Well, it's a great season in sports right now. You got the NBA playoffs, got the NHL playoffs. You have a lot going on, and we've been waiting all season for this. The 76ers, after a bumpy season, dealing with injuries, good runs, bad runs, find themselves matching up against the Boston Celtics in the first round. Game 1 in the TD Garden. We're going to be giving our live reaction, live play-by-play. Welcome on into NZ for 3 Sixers. Live play-by-play. Good to have everyone in here. What's up? Is everyone excited for Game 1 of the Sixers and Celtics? This might be the most important game for the Sixers, given that they are the underdog. No one has them winning this series. Some even say that they might get swept, but they do have a chance to shock the league by pulling off a Game 1 upset. We'll see what happens. We're going to be here the entire game doing what we do, man. That's react, watch the Sixers like the psychopaths that we are. Should be a good one. Got Tyrese Maxey, VJ Edgecombe versus Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, and the Celtics. Really deep team, well-coached team, a lot of feisty role players, excellent shooters. You know how Boston does it. They're going to try and shoot you out, bury you with threes, grab those offensive rebounds, turn those into points. We'll see how it all plays out. Did want to start 10 minutes early just to check if everything was all right technicality-wise. Let everyone funnel in. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments about this series. Think the Sixers have a shot, or you think they're going to get swept? I'm not going to lie. This could be an interesting game. I'm going to expect the Sixers to try and punch the Celtics in the face early on, try and outrun them. The Celtics are the slowest team in the league, dead last in pace. So the Sixers, they need to try and get ahead of Boston. Try and throw them off guard, shake them up a little bit. They are home, so they got to be, the scrappy away team trying to steal a Game 1 victory. And if they could do that, man, they could really make this an interesting series. A couple things the Sixers need to do if they are going to try and steal a game, though. Number 1 is offensive rebounding. You cannot let the Celtics dominate you on the glass. They are one of the better offensive rebounding teams in the league. Sixers are the third best offensive rebounding team, or worst. That has been their weakness the entire season. They're going to need to keep that pressure on the boards. So I'm talking about, Andre Drummond, Dominic Barlow, everyone really. And it needs to be a contribution from everyone. They need to be disciplined on the glass, box out for once. Imposter dude, what's up, man? How you doing? Thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for everyone else, too. We got 10 people up in here chilling with me on a Sunday afternoon, watching the Sixers and Celtics battle it out. Should be a fun one. Hopefully it's, all we're wishing for, man, at the end of the day is just an entertaining basketball game. I'm doing all right, man. I'm doing all right. I have, I'm coming off the Flyers winning Game 1 against the Penguins. That was a great game, so I'm still riding off that energy. Hopefully it translates to the Sixers. Hopefully getting a Game 1 steal against the Celtics. That would be crazy. Now the Sixers and Celtics, they did split the season series 2-2. Jason Tatum did not play in any of them. Neither did Paul George, though. So that is an interesting element to throw into this. Paul George has not played the Celtics once this season. That's really one of the reasons why I consider Paul George to be the X factor in this series. They're going to need his production on both ends of the floor consistently too. I'm talking defense on one of the Jays. He's probably going to be matching up with probably Jaylen Brown. We're going to need Jaylen Brown to struggle. Hopefully, Paul George can lock him down a little bit. Because, I mean, you got Kelly Oubre and Paul George as your primary defenders on Tatum and Brown. And then you got Maxey and VJ on what should be, like Derek White. Who else do they have starting? Go to the Celtics squad real quick. Probably like Pritchard. I mean, they like throwing him off the bench, too. Yeah, Celtics, they got some scrappy players. Baylor Shireman, Hugo Gonzalez played really well in his series against the Sixers. Made an acquisition for Vucevic, a little bit of a stretch big. Yeah, I forgot Nikola Vucevic was on the Celtics. But yeah, he and Keita, that's a pretty decent big man tandem. We'll see how Andre Drummond and Adem Bona match up against them. But we got the game starting real soon. It's probably gonna stop. I'm probably gonna guess like a tip off at like 1:10. Honestly, you know how the broadcasts like to drag out the playoffs a little bit with their commercial breaks and opening ceremonies and all of that. I'm getting worried, man. I'm getting worried. I need the Sixers to show up in Boston today. Yeah, it's this is gonna be an interesting game. I'm gonna expect the Sixers to try and outrun Boston, play fast, play hard, try to get easy points out in transition. That's what they're gonna have to do. The Sixers are going to have to win in the margins. I'm talking they're gonna have to win the turnover battle. They're gonna have to limit Boston's offensive rebounds. All of that. Fast break points, foul line even, again, points at the free throw line. You need Maxey, VJ to attack the rim constantly, Kelly Oubre. You're gonna need a well-rounded contribution from everyone. Nick Nurse does like to go does not like to go deep into his bench. So we might be looking at a 7-man lineup, honestly. Like PG, Maxey, Edgecombe, Drummond, Oubre, Grimes, and Bona. That low key might be it. Especially in game one when their legs are going to be a little fresh. That's most likely what is going to be the Sixers' strategy. Whereas you got Boston, they got a really deep roster. They can stagger their guys a lot better. I've been rehearsing, I've been rehearsing Neemias Queta offensive rebounds turning into Sam Hauser threes all along. I know it's gonna happen once. I can assure you, it's gonna happen once. Oh, okay. Well, so we got Adem Bona actually starting for the Sixers. They just posted their starting lineup: Maxey, Edgecombe, Oubre, PG, and Bona. I don't know, man. I would have thought they would have put Drummond in there. I would have thought they would have put Drummond. They're going to need the rebounding. He's a decent rim protector, but he just fouls way too much, man. But this is what we have. We have to roll with the squad that we have. Greeny Green starting Bona in a playoff game. Yikes. Yeah, man. I feel the same way. I thought they were going to go Drummond. It's not like Drummond is the best option, given that the Celtics are going to most likely be, playing a 5-out offense, try and expose one of Drummond or Bona. So, but I mean, at least Drummond rebounds. At least he's a big body. Bona, he just really is too lackadaisical. Doesn't really know where he is positionally. Gunna, what's up, man? Sixers and 8. There you go. Yeah, we still have a full slate of NBA playoff games. Good. It's been a good couple of days for basketball fans, man. Sports fans around the world. It's been a lot of interesting matchups. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about Bona in the starting lineup. It just feels like he can get exploited way too much out on the perimeter. Just overhelps too much. Drummond sucks too. Moore should have gotten a better backup center. Yeah. We just, I mean, this is the squad we got to roll with. I'm trying to focus. I'm trying to focus on the playoffs. The off season's gonna be the off season. The Sixers are going to have to make major changes in the off season. Well, this is a squad we got. At least Drummond is a better rebounder than Bona. That's kind of my point. But yeah, his pick and roll defense is not good. Could shoot the corner 3 from time to time. We did see that against Orlando. Isn't it crazy that Andre Drummond developed a jump shot before Ben Simmons? I mean, you go back in time 10 years or so and tell that to somebody, they probably would have thought you went insane. But yeah, I mean, with Drummond, you kind of got a bigger player, but slower too. With Bona, he's a lot more mobile, but hasn't really locked down the X's and O's when it comes to defensive positioning and rotating, not overhelping constantly. Wow. Well, okay. Well, I was just tuning into the broadcast and Z's dropping, and apparently Maxey averages the most points against the Celtics this season. So it's got to be a given. Tyrese Maxey needs to show up. He's got to show up. If you're going to have any chance, you need your star player to kick it into high gear. We need an aggressive VJ too. That's right. That's right. VJ Edgecombe, he has shown to be a massive contributor in clutch time situations. He's just got that it factor, man. You could just see it in his poise during late game situations, his clutch shot making. There's something in my throat. Sorry about that. I'll take a swig. All right, whatever that was, it's gone. As I was saying, VJ has been one of the best clutch players in the league this season. And he's, 19, 20 years old? He's just got that it factor. So, yes, you're going to need to have VJ also step up. You literally need everybody to step up. The Celtics team is top 5 in both offensive and defensive rating. So the Sixers, they need to come out swinging. They got to keep the tempo up. Can't play to Boston's pace, man. You cannot play to Boston's pace. They're going to try and bury you with threes constantly. So you gotta win the margins. and like and not overhelp on every possession too. We know Nick Nurse loves to implement those types of schemes, trying to put as much, trying to just swarm star opposing teams' best player as much as possible. But you can't do that against a team that is really good at knocking down points from beyond the arc. Sixers, Celtics starting soon. Yeah, I'm getting the butterflies, man. There's a lot of beef between these two teams. Historic matchup. The Sixers have really struggled against Boston this entire process era. The closest they were only 3 years ago with James Harden when we won 54 games, took them to 7. They could have won in 6 games. They should have won in 6. Then they choked at the end of Game 6 at home. And then Boston blew them out in the TD Garden in Game 7. And it hasn't really been the same since. You got knocked out of the first round in a well-fought but still first-round series against the Knicks. Didn't even make the playoffs last year because everything went wrong. Embiid was hurt. The organization was just flat out lying to fans about him and his injury status. Kept saying he was ramping up. Last season didn't exist. Last season did not exist. Ever since we've been waiting. We've been waiting for this team to get back to the postseason, and here they are after escaping the play-in tournament. Now have a chance to make a statement. We'll see if this era of Sixers basketball really does have something to it. If you could build a solid core around VJ and Maxey and have serious playoff aspirations, we're going to see what this duo does when the lights are brightest. Sixers Celtics Game 1 coming shortly. Let me know what your final score prediction is in the chat. John, what's good? Thanks for tuning in. Here we go. We finally have the game starting soon. This is exactly what I predicted. 110. You know how TNT, or we're not on TNT anymore, we're on ESPN. They love drawing out these playoff games, so they're going to always start later than everyone wants them to. But yeah, apparently the Celtics won the last 6 playoff series between these two teams. The last time the Sixers won was in 1982. 1982. But they do have a chance. They do have a chance to change history. Get a Game 1 steal against Boston. We'll be watching all of it. 98-91 Sixers, trying to think positive. Nice. I appreciate that, Green and Green. I mean, this team has nothing to lose, by the way. They have nothing to lose. Just play hard. Just show that you got fight, and that's what Philly fans appreciate. The expectations aren't high, but when the expectations aren't high, that's when Philly teams tend to go on some magical playoff runs. We saw with the Eagles in 17, Phillies in 2022, maybe the Sixers or Flyers right now, and we'll see if the Sixers can reciprocate. Tyrese Maxey tying his shoe. Maxey needs a 50 bomb. Knock on wood. Let's do it. Derek White, Jaylen Brown, Sam Hauser, Jason Tatum, Neemias Queta. That is the Celtics starting lineup. It has all come down to April basketball. Been a long season, but it's time for some playoff hoops. Sixers, Celtics, game 1. Jump ball of Dembona and Queta. Just throw it up already, please. And the Sixers win it. Sixers win the tip. We are off to the races. Sixers, Celtics. Paul George pulls up for 3. Brick. Jason Tatum pulls down the rebound. Tatum on the right wing uses the screen by Queta. Pocket pass to Queta. He drives in and is fouled. Neemias Queta going to the line for 2. This is what we've been talking about. Dembona is a foul machine. He already picked up 1 foul, and we're 22 seconds already into the game. Had 27.17 rebounds the last time. The last time they matched up. March 1st. And he bricks the second free throw, so Boston leads 1-0. All right, Tyrese Maxey, guarded by Derek White. He's a great defender. Now switches on to Jason Tatum. Maxey, baseline, finds VJ in the corner for 3. Brick. VJ Edgecombe cannot convert on his first shot of his playoff career. Sam Hauser pulls up for 3. Splash. Sam Hauser. First tray for Boston. That's also another key point. The Sixers cannot leave shooters open. Maxey step back 3. Got it off the backboard. Tyrese frickin' Maxey, man. On the board for the 76ers. Brown to Queta. That was a good slip by Kelligan in front of that screen. Good defense by the Sixers. Dembona gets the rebound after the Jaylen Brown miss. Then Bona to the right to the rack. Dembona has the basketball IQ of a tasty cake butterscotch crimpet wrapper. Definitely can't leave him wide open to shoot. Yeah, Queta. Dude, you had VJ in the corner wide open for three. You did not have to barrel into Hauser. Oh, Dembona makes you want to say some words. Sometimes, man. You already picked up a foul and then an offensive foul. Come on, man. You got to be better than that. Yeah, and Bona already gets subbed out, and Drummond's in. And, yeah, Sixers get cooked in the pick and roll. Oh, my cortisol's already... It's already spiked up. Paul George sidestep and 1. Paul George. That's what you need. You need Paul George to show up. Got the and 1. We need playoff P. We don't need way off P. We need playoff P. Swishes the free throw. 6-6 tie game. Tatum down the baseline, stolen by VJ. Oh, and Tatum gets it back. You gotta get the ball, bruh. Tatum, guarded by Mr. Drummond, and hits the fader over Drum. Tatum had a miraculous recovery from his Achilles injury. Now back to playing postseason basketball. Paul George couldn't get the spin, lost the ball. Butterfinger P. Sixers turn it over. Every possession counts in the playoffs. You got to take care of the ball. White finds Kada, back to Tatum. Paul George guards Jason Tatum. Tatum, turnaround fader, can't hit it. Tatum loves playing against the Sixers, man. You know he's going to get his. Oh, Maxey, crisscross step back three. Brick. Maxey misses his second three-pointer. Brown gets to the lane, gets picked off by Kelly Oubre. Sixers turn it over. That's what we need, man. You need to turn the ball over. Maxey to the rack, gets fouled. Tyrese Maxey at the charity stripe for 2. Sixers, the Celtics have one of the best assist to turnover ratios, I think, in the league. Or I think they're one of the best teams at taking care of the basketball, limiting turnovers. You got to throw them off, man. Got to throw them off. Now you got Maxey at the line with an opportunity to tie the game. How are we feeling so far? Let me know how you guys feel so far in the chat. Maxey bricks the free throw. We can't have that, man. You can't be turned into Ben Simmons now. Can't be turned to Ben Simmons. Gotta hit your free throws. You're not gonna get a lot of them because the refs like to swallow that whistle. Pause. Beast, what's up, man? Should be a good game. Should. Yeah, you're going to expect both teams to be playing hard. Of course, the Celtics, they got a lot to play for. I mean, it wouldn't be good to lose your first game at home. And Hauser for 3. Got it. Sam fucking Hauser, bro. What's up, SGA Sports Talk? Go Sixers, F Boston. That's what we like to hear. Maxey turnaround fader, brick. Celtics with the rebound. Sam Hauser, one of the 76ers killers. They've been leaving him wide open. Can't have that. That's why Boston's up 4. VJ going up against Jaylen Brown. Brown boying into VJ. Can't hit it. Oh, no way they gave him that whistle. That was great defense by VJ. Come on, refs. That's BS. That is BS. That's a superstar whistle right there. Jaylen Brown getting to the line. Boston is great at the three-point shooting and rebounding. Both things Sixers suck at. Well, you're not wrong, Frame McRib. But I'm just glad the Sixers aren't being blown out by 20 already. Brown, baseline jumper, splash. Maxey going up against Derek White. Maxey drives in on White. Pump fake, finds Paul George. Paul George gets to the lane, picks up his dribble, turns the ball over. Sixers cannot get past any Celtics defender. Tatum lays it up and in. Nick Nurse decides to talk things over, so the Celtics mount an 8-point lead here in around midway through the first quarter. You got the Sixers winning the game, your NBA playoff bracket. So, yeah, I mean, this is exactly what we expected so far. 2 quick Sam Hauser 3. Sixers unable to guard the perimeter. Tyrese Maxey struggling, man. Superstar whistle, a.k.a. the Embiid whistle. Apparently Embiid's not even playing. Is unlikely to play this entire series, so that's why you need Tyrese Maxey to step up. He's 1 for 3 right now, 4 points. I like the aggression. I do like that he's trying to, carry the offense on his shoulders. But you got Sam Hauser 2 for 2, Jason Tatum 2 for 3. Celtics shooting 67% from the field. Sixers are shooting 33. So the Celtics are shooting twice as well as Philly. Knicks had a good game one. I don't know if you watched it. I did watch a little bit of it. That's gonna be another entertaining series, man, too. You got the Hawks, a decent young squad. The Knicks with a going on another postseason run, trying to make it to the finals. I mean, they were keeping it relatively close in the first half for the Knicks and Celtics, but overall, they did a good job. Yeah, I'm not going to lie. I thought Nickeil Alexander-Walker's season was a little bit fraudulent. He shot 35% from the field. They're going to need it. The Hawks are going to get swept if Alexander Walker doesn't start stepping up. You can't be shooting 6 for 17. Yeah, I mean, you had CJ McCollum turn back the clock a little bit. But yeah. So yeah, I mean, this is exactly what we've been saying with the Sixers. Can't leave guys wide open. Cat held guys. He covered 3 for 12 and had 3 blocks. Yeah, I know Knicks fans have been giving Cat a lot of heat throughout the season. I mean, they made the conference finals last year. They can definitely, I think Boston's probably the only team that stands in their path, or Detroit. I mean, they beat Detroit last season. And Boston, too. Which Sixers jersey are you rocking this stream? SGA, I gotta keep that a secret. It's gonna remove the voodoo magic that I'm trying to pull off if I do reveal what it is. Kelly Oubre for 3, brick. Kelly Oubre left wide open and can't hit the 3. Tatum drives in, finds Hauser, finds Vooch. Hauser. Bounce pass to Jason Tatum. Tatum from the elbow. Hit it. Yep. This is another thing we got to watch out for is the mismatches that the Jays are going to try and get on VJ and Maxey. Oubre finds Reese. Maxey. Dude, he just can't get past Tatum. They're making it. Dude, and he hits a tough scoop shot. Tyrese Maxey getting smothered by Tatum. Hits it anyway. White for 3. Splash. Grass is green. Sixers cannot defend the perimeter to save their lives. Maxey bricks the jumper. So this is basically all just Tyrese Maxey. This is the Tyrese Maxey show right now, and the Sixers are down 11. Brown gets stuffed by Drummond. Come on, we need a basket. Well, let's get a 3 or something. VJ right down the lane finds Oubre wide open for 3. Brick. Kelly Oubre turning into fucking Tobias Harris. Now VJ Edgecombe pulls up for 3. Brick. No. Yeah. Try to get the Kawhi quadruple doink. Does not. So the Sixers are ice cold from 3. And Brown hits the easiest layup of his NBA career. Sixers struggling right now against a Boston defense that really hasn't been playing all too well. The Sixers have been getting plenty of open shots. PG, tough one. Got it. Paul George cuts it to 11. Offensive foul. Vooch getting a little bit too physical with Kelly Oubre. Sixers forced another turnover. Yeah, so Kelly Oubre's been playing like Kelly Oubre Jr. VJ, been bricking a lot of shots too, but he is 20 years old. VJ gets subbed out for Grimes. Got a foul on the floor. Paul George drawing the foul on Jaylen Brown. Drummond bounce pass to Maxey. And an offensive foul on the Sixers. Drummond with the illegal screen. That's Drummond's second. Oh, and now Scott Foster's reviewing it for a flagrant foul because of course he is. Yeah, Brown sold that hard. Jaylen Brown, been playing with Marcus Smart for a while, so he knows how to act. Come on, man. Flopping in the playoffs, come on. There you go. Thank you, Scott Foster. Good. Well, Scott Foster came to his senses and did not deem it a flagrant foul. So I guess we're just going to have a Celtics side out. Bro, you have Dominic Barlow and Andre Drummond. Oh, wait, no, you don't. Not in the same lineup. Good, thank you. Well, you got Barlow playing center now. This ain't going to go well. White pulls up for three. Brick. Should be, and it's, of course, they call it Celtics ball. Dude, the Sixers had 4 dudes around the rim. How do you not get the rebound? Both centers have 2 fouls. Yeah, they, Drummond and Bona share a single brain cell. Sometimes, man. Brown right to the rack. Blows the layup. Come on, man. Aren't you supposed to be first team All-NBA? How are you missing that? And Barlow to the rack. And then he misses a layup of his own. Tatum pulls up for 3. Brick. Grimes hauls it down. Celtics offense going a little stale here. Maxey driving in on White. Yeah, let's go. Maxey turning on the Jets and one. So yeah, Tyrese Maxey just carrying right now. No one else really stepping up for the Sixers other than Reese. Swish is the first for the only free throw. Sixers down 8, 3:45 left to go in the first. Vooch to Pritchard. Peyton Pritchard down the rack, lays it up and in. Pritchard beating Grimes off the dribble. Paul George loses the ball, gets it back though. PG getting clamped up by Pritchard, dude. What the frick? PG shoots over him and misses it. How you getting locked up by Peyton Pritchard, bro? Pritchard for three. Brick. Oubre at the rebound. Max with the crisscross. Barlow goes in for the rebound. Got it. Grimes. Finds PG. PG pump fake. Drives in. Dumps out to Barlow. He should have got fouled. There you go. Dominic Barlow going to the line for two. Look, if the Sixers, if they can cut the lead down to 6 by the end of the first, I'll be happy. Just keep it at 6. That'll be fine considering the humongous talent disparity. We're going to need someone besides PG and Maxey to score. Yeah, I wouldn't bank on it, man. Quentin Grimes is the Tony Roten of Derek White's. He used to be the Kelly Oubre of Derek White's, but now he's getting demoted. He wasn't even that bad so far. I'm just like, I'm turning up to 11, man. I'm heated. Yeah, Oubre's 0 for 2. -10. VJ 0 for 2. Tyrese is only shooting 43%. Yeah. Tyrese Maxey and Paul George are the only players who have scored so far. Meanwhile, you got Hauser with 6, Tatum with 6, Cato with 3, Brown with 4, Pritchard with 2. It's not uncommon for the Sixers to get nothing from their bench in the playoffs. You know, bro, they're playing frickin' Furkan Korkmaz, Shake Milton in the playoffs, man. This team has never had any real depth. Just a bunch of G Leaguers, 2K generated players who only, should be playing like 10 minutes a game in the regular season. I'll take some notes. All right, so we got Oubre and VJ breaking wide open threes. So Sam Hauser made those 2 wide open threes. Yeah, had VJ and Kelly bricking threes. Maxey, that with that tough scoop shot. Oh, yeah, Bona with a instant foul and offensive foul. Yeah, Bona, really, just he's a low IQ player. We got to keep it 100. He really does not look like he knows what he's doing out there. The Celtics have Jordan Walsh in the game for some reason. Why don't they have Shireman? Isn't Shireman better? It's the first from the free throw line. Hits the second. Celtics lead by 8, 24 to 16, 2:30 left to go in the first quarter. Oubre almost stole from Tatum. That's good. I like that hustle from Oubre, man. I like that hustle. I like the intensity he's bringing on Jason Tatum. You like to see that? Some playoff defense right there. We just need some more stops. Need some more stops. Pritchard versus Grimes. Pritchard baseline jumper brick. How does Vooch keep getting these tap outs, bro? And it's getting called on Barlow. Walsh try to find Vooch, but gets to Tatum. Vooch versus Barlow. Tatum pump fake. Tatum jumper. Tatum hits it. Way too easy. Sixers falling for too many pump fakes, man. Too many pump fakes. Maxey finds Oubre. Oubre drives down the baseline, slams it. There you go. That was a little bit of an aggression dunk by Oubre. You like to see that, man. Oubre's been one of the only players showing heart right now. Him and Maxey. Sixers tap it out. Tatum to Pritchard. Pritchard guard by Barlow. He's going to get freaking cooked. Yeah, it's too easy, man. Pritchard hitting a step back three over Dominic Barlow. Maxey pull up three. Brick. It is not looking good for the Sixers right now. They are shooting horribly from the field. Tatum right down the rack. Slams it with two. Boston taking over in the first quarter. 18 to 31. Sixers down by 13. Barlow can't tip it in. Loses it. Derek White gets the rebound. White pulls up for three. Brick. And somehow the Celtics got the ball back. And there you go, the Sixers. Oh, they finally tipped it out of bounds. Sixers get the ball. Tyrese, guarded by Jordan Walsh. Trying to run the clock down. Maxey drives it on Tatum. Finds Oubre for three. Brick. Kelly Oubre. Stone cold. Walsh with the reverse lay. And the Sixers turn over White for three. I can't hit it. Well. Boston up 3. No, they're not up. Well, they have 33 points. They're up 15 against the Sixers. So what are our main first quarter takeaways? So the Sixers shot 6 for 21. That's 29% in a first quarter. Oubre 0 for 0 from 3. 3 in first. Tatum had 10, 7, and 4. Tatum had 10, 7, and 4. Scoring off pump fakes and driving to the basket. All right, so what can my clickbait title be for my post-game video? The Sixers don't belong in the playoffs, ... That could be it. Yeah, Sixers, they're playing like a bunch of chickens with their heads cut off. They have no continuity. Bricking shots left and right. It's a brick fest. They're 1 for 9 from 3. That's freaking atrocious. Can't have it. Too many G Leaguers on the team. Yeah, Celtics, they're just looking like the better team. Bigger, faster, stronger, more skilled. Yeah, down 15. They got some work to do, man. We're at the start of the second quarter. Pritchard finds Jaylen Brown. Pritchard for 3. Can't hit it over Drummond. Is that Hugo Gonzalez? No. That's Luka Garza with the offensive rebound. Garza hits the free throw. Paul George drives to the rack, gets swatted. It's actually a foul. Paul George hits the free throw. Jaylen Brown. It's on Grimes. Pulls up. Bricks it. Justin Edwards with the rebound. Paul George. George pulls up for three. Got fouled. Brown, guarded by Drummond, finds Pritchard. Back to Jaylen Brown. Brown drives in, finds Shireman. Shireman floater on the baseline. Swoosh. Boston up 15. Paul George drives in, loses the ball, blocked by Shireman from behind. And Grimes steps out of bounds. Garza for three. Damn. Ooh, this is not good. This is not good. Is that George who hit that three or Edwards? I wasn't looking. Jaylen Brown switches on to Drummond. Pull up. Paul George with the rebound. PG. Trying to break down. Hauser can't beat. Oh, he did. Oh, Drummond, corner three. Brick. Brown right to the rack, curling off a drum, and he slams it home for two. Justin Edwards and one. I need to download this meme that I could post on X. What's up, Goated Mind? Edwards bricks the free throw because, of course, he did. Pritchard, pump fake on Drummond. Got the Hauser back to Pritchard. Pritchard drives in, finds Cada, hits the floater. Boston up 17. Drummond hit the reverse layup. Sixers back down 15. Dude, the Celtics are doing whatever they want getting to the rack. VJ drives it on a White. VJ pulls up, bricks it. Pritchard finds Cada. Drummond stuffs it. Lola, how's it going? It's not going well for the Sixers so far, I'll tell you that. And Drummond got assessed for a technical foul. This team's full of a bunch of dummies, man. This team's a bunch of dummies. All right, I don't know why I had my hopes up. VJ finally gets a basket, floats it up on the block. Jason Tatum bounce. And the Sixers foul. Yeah, it's not looking good so far, I'll tell you that. The Celtics just looking like the much better team. All of Sixers fans' biggest fears came to fruition. Can't play any defense, getting cooked every possession, getting beaten off the dribble, caught in screens, wide open threes left and right. Drummond, dude, that guy's getting cooked. Drummond and Barlow getting cooked. Pritchard, nasty step back. Pritchard, nasty step back. It's just not looking good. Still a four. Still got 2 quarters left to go. Well, two and a half. Jaylen Brown pulls up, fouls. Maxey fouled him. Let's see what my thumbnail's gonna be. Oops. Mike almost tumbled over. It's just not a good day for the Sixers so far. Down 20 against Boston. VJ misses the layup. Bona can't lay it up and in. Bona offensive rebound. Still okay. Damn, Bona fucking sucks. And Tatum drains the 3. Holy shite. This is not The day Sixers fans were hoping for. I'll tell you what. Wow. I can't take this anymore. I'm at a loss for words. The game. Are you guys even watching? Like, anyone watching me right now, but not watching the game, I can't really explain myself. The Sixers are just getting ragdolled. Tatum, pull up J, brick. Oubre, and one layup. And he misses it. And White lays it up and in. Yeah, this team's cooked, man. Yeah, I'm gonna start making a thumbnail for my post game video. This one's over. It's over. It's over. This team's cooked, man. Team's cooked. Voosh cannot hit the three. Maxi bricks the three. Maxi can't hit the layup. Finds Vooch. Hey, blows the layup. Maxey hits the layup. Team's getting cooked, man. Only watch it for your parlay to hit. Well, at least you got at least you still got something to watch for. You know, I'm just watching because I want to see my team win a basketball game. But I guess I was foolish. I was a fool. I mean, I knew we all knew they were gonna get cooked. Okay, we all knew they were gonna get cooked. Yeah, I mean, I don't even. Is this even Nick Nurse's fault? Like, Nick Nurse sucks, but the players are just so bad. I don't know. The players just freaking suck. Like they have been horrible. It's a tale of two bad coaches, but bad management by the GM. Should have been gone last year. Yeah. Honestly, I'd probably rather. Well, I'd get rid of both Nick Nurse and Daryl Morey. At the end of the day, dude, this roster sucks. This roster sucks. Too small, too low IQ. Drummond and Bona are freaking terrible. Kelly Oubre is a walking brick. Quinn Grimes can't give you anything. Yeah, this is bad, bro. You're getting embarrassed. Derek White for three. Brick. Brown can't get the rebound. Paul George gets it. Sixers turn it over. Tatum slams it for two. Here we go. I'm looking. I haven't watching the game anymore. I need to. Ooh, what I could do is I could. So I'm gonna find. All right, good. So now I could put Nick Nurse in. Guys, I'm cooking up a fire thumbnail right now. I'm cooking up a fire thumbnail. It's gonna be. Here's what I have so far. So I have a picture of like the apocalypse, right? And there's a dumpster on fire. You know the term a dumpster fire. So it's like a city and it's burning. And so I'm gonna have Nick Nurse and Daryl Morey in the dumpster, and then a picture of Tyrese Maxey looking sad, and like big text saying "sweep incoming." Cooking up a fire thumbnail right now. Oh, hopefully it does well. I don't know. Yeah, it is realistic. It's yeah. Do. Edgecombe hits the Euro step in the meantime, which is good, but doesn't really matter anymore. Nobody cares. Tatum, three, brick. There we go. Okay, so I made the. So I got Nick Nurse inside the dumpster. Now I need to get Daryl Morey. GM counts up. You're getting beat bad. Yep. Yep. We are. My expectations were low, but damn. Jeez, holy cow. I thought like they were gonna put up a fight, but maybe I was just too delusional. I mean, man, like where do I even start? You got Dembona and Andre Drummond with the IQ of a Twinkie rapper. They can't hit a three to save their lives. They're getting beat off the perimeter every single possession. Garza bricks the three, but woo-wee. All right, well, uh, yeah. We're just suffering through. We're going to stick through. We're going to stick through. We're not bandwagon fans. We are true, authentic Sixers fans, so we're going to stick through it. But, and look, it's not over till it's over, but it's over. Well, I just, So, okay. So here's what we have for the thumbnail right now. We have Daryl Morey and um, Nick Nurse burning in a dumpster fire. It's like an apocalypse setting. Okay, so now we're going to need like a sad face of Tyrese Maxey. Oh, this is a good one. All right, now we got to go filter. We got to go to sharpen. They're shooting 13% from three. All right, so now we need the sweep incoming. I'm almost done the thumbnail, guys. It's a fire thumbnail, I think. All right, almost done. PG-13. Yeah, let's check at the box score real quick, man, because we have quite the interesting game so far, and that the Sixers are getting smushed. Yeah, Tatum 7 for 11, 21 points. Paul George 2 for 5, 9 points. Dude, making too much money, man. Adem Bona and Andre Drummond have more fouls than points. That's despicable. Let's see what I gotta say in my post-game video. Yeah, this ain't good. What? All right, man. Let me know what you think of the game right now. Let me know. Yeah, Kelly Oubre 2 for 6, Paul George 2 for 5, Bona 0 for 2. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Should I make my thumbnail a burning, like the burning city? Celtics in 3. Oh my gosh. We won't win a game. Nothing to say. They're better than us in every aspect of basketball. Yep. Yeah, that's true. Sixers are a poverty franchise. It's no other way to no other way to um no other way to describe it. So here's what I'm going to do next. So I'm going to have the burning dumpster fire. Okay, so we got we got one half of basketball left to go, and the pain will be over. White drives in. Drummond with the rebound. Cada drives in, slams it for two. All right, there we go. Got the trash screen. Nice. All right, good. Well, I'm almost done to good. Well, I finished the prep for my post-game video. Oubre drives in. Layup is good. Derek White scores. I want a brighter red. Man, yeah, they're just getting cooked. Yeah, they're just getting destroyed. Tatum drives in. Celtics ball. Sixers down 17. I'm really at a loss for words right now. VJ 4 for 11, 9 points. Maxi 5 for 15, 14 points. Bona, yeah, Bona 1 point. Drummond 2 points. Drummond 2 fouls. Bona 3 fouls. I guess that's what we'll start out with. Andre Drummond and Dembona have more fouls than points. Charlo, it's good. It's not looking good for the Sixers right now. I've been too busy making my thumbnail, but we're still sticking in here. Brown shoots over Maxi, hits it. Way too many mismatches, man. Way too many mismatches. Oubre hits the layup. Tatum misses the three. Oubre misses. Vooch to Tatum. Can't hit it. Brown can't hit it over Paul George. Wow. Dude, Jaylen Brown just hit so Sixers tried to pass across court, got intercepted, and Brown just hit a top of the key three. Cooked. Cooked. This is bad. Well, we are 5:50 left to go in the third quarter. Oubre to VJ Edgecombe. VJ bricks it. Dude, holy crap. The Sixers cannot keep anybody in front of them. Maxey bricking floaters. Okay. Bricking open. PG hits a free throw. Sixers down 23. White. Pritchard. White from the corner. Brick. Edgecombe slam. Jaylen Brown hits a layup. Maxey 6 for 17. Holy frick. Yeah, dude. Sixers getting swept. Pritchard just hit a three. The Sixers are down 23 points, 88 to 63. Grimes to VJ. VJ for three. Brick. Holy crap. Celtics ball. It's just an embarrassment. Jaylen Brown hits a three. Jaylen Brown's just cooking the Sixers, man. Damn, bro. Drummond and Bona have more fouls than points. Drummond and Bona have more fouls than they do points. Sixers continue to get smacked. We're almost at the end of the third quarter. Ball guy hit Bricks the free throw. What's his name? Oh, Jordan Walsh. Maxey. Long two. Brick. Tyrese Maxey has transformed into Isaiah Canaan, ladies and gentlemen. Tyrese Maxey's turned into Raul Neto. Jordan, what's up, man? Sixers getting cooked right now. This is an embarrassment to the highest degree. Tyrese Max. We got 1 quarter left. VJ smothered by Jason Tatum. Holy crap. Dude, the Sixers, like, yes, the coaching sucks. We know the coaching sucks. The Celtics are too good. The Celtics are just too good. Tatum for three. Brick. Shireman got it to Hauser for the rebound. Missed three. Pritchard bricks the three. Edwards with the rebound. Edwards can't finish. Hauser hits the three. Sixers getting blown out by 28. And then Kata got the... I want the Sixers to get blown out by 30. Sixers are getting blown up by 30. Wow. I don't know what to say. I mean, I'm saving my energy all for the post-game video. I'm just waiting for this to get one end. I'm not going to lie. Michigan, even with Joel Embiid, man, this roster's so bad. This roster's so bad. What is Joel Embiid at 20% going to do? He's just the most cursed basketball player of all time. We're down like, what, 29 points? If my math is correct. Yeah, dude, this is life as a Sixers fan. But we're still hanging in here, man. We're not bandwagons. We are psychopaths. We stick with the team. Yeah. Yeah. And you clearly see who the better team is. What playoff intensity filters out. For who? Let's see. Let's see if it's still right. Hold up. Drummond, 2 points. Bona, 2 points. Andre Drummond and Adem Bona have more fouls than points. VJ Edgecombe is 6 for 16. Maxey's 8 for 20. Holy cow. Well, yeah, down by 30. Sam Hauser turned into prime Reggie Miller. Jason Tatum turned into, well, Jason Tatum again. It's insane how fast he recovered from that Achilles. Jaylen Brown, 26 points, solid shooting. Derek White, plus 24, is playing really good defense. Didn't really shoot well. Prescription P contract is horrible. Oh, it's so bad. It's so bad. Bro, Joel Embiid's contract hasn't even kicked in yet. You have 2 part-time NBA players taking up the 55% of your salary cap. It's just Tyrese Maxey, a 20-year-old, and a bunch of 2K-generated players. You have Trendon Watford playing right now. Pistons fan, okay. Well, I appreciate it, man. Thank you for subscribing. I really appreciate it. Tobias Harris is having a fun time right now. I bet Tobias Harris is just, snacking on some Cheetos, kicking back on his couch in his mansion, just laughing his ass off at this poverty franchise. Dude, it's a joke. This team is such a joke. Bro, Tobias Harris could be going to the finals. Tobias Harris could win a championship. I mean, with Cade coming back, the Pistons have a shot, of course. You got the Knicks and the Celtics, too. It's gonna be a tough series. He won't if he's trash versus Orlando. Yeah. I mean, that's like my one criticism of the Pistons. They don't really have I wouldn't say they have like a true third, second guy. Jalen Duren's a beast. He's Philly product. Kate Cunningham's a superstar, of course, but I mean, then you got Duncan Robinson. He's a good sharpshooter, but not really a consistent third option. Tobias Harris, too, is prone to being playoff Tobias. So, I don't know. I think for the Pistons to have a shot, Kate Cunningham just has to go ballistic. You're going to need Kate Cunningham, who's one of my favorite players, by the way. He's going to have to turn into Michael Jeffrey Jordan or, like 2018 LeBron. I won't go that far. But, you're going to need Duren and Cade to step up big time. And those role players, too. Jenkins. Denise Jenkins has to, provide some good scoring. Who else do they have? Paul Reed. B-Ball Paul, another Sixers legend. Asar Thompson, Asar Thompson's fantastic defensively, but, you have to make sure he doesn't get exposed offensively because he really isn't he's a non-shooter. He shoots 0 threes a game on 25% shooting. You're going to need to find a way to hide Asar Thompson. But yeah, the Magic suck. The Pistons are going to have no problem with the Magic. The Magic are poverty. They are so garbage. I mean, they're worse than the Sixers. Yeah, Quentin Grimes sucks balls. All right, this is the playoffs. We're cranking it to 11 here on NZ for 3. We're unfiltered. Okay, this is playoff intensity. We got to start, calling it how it is. The Sixers are the epitome of the sunk cost fallacy. Sunk cost fallacy. I'm not trying to say random shit just to sound smart, but it's the human tendency to continue an endeavor, project, or relationship based on past investments, time, money, effort, rather than current benefits, even when continuing leads to negative outcomes. That's basically what the Sixers are. They kept trying to build around Embiid. He's just the most cursed NBA player to ever walk on this planet. All right. Chauncey, what's up? Celtics are going to sweep. Yeah, it's looking like that. I knew they were gonna get swept. Okay, I was, because I was just hyped for the Sixers to be in the playoffs again. I was like, okay, maybe they could. There's a chance they could steal it. A chance they could steal game one, but actually winning the series, heck no. But yeah, it's kind of like my most predicted outcome was the sweep. The Celtics are bigger, they're faster, they're stronger, they're smarter, more well coached. And the Sixers are a poverty franchise. They have a bunch of 2K generated players, G Leaguers on their team because they signed 2 part-time NBA players to max contracts. Embiid barely plays basketball. He's the most cursed NBA player to ever walk this planet. You have Trendon Watford and Dalen Terry in the playoffs right now. This is a joke. This is a literal joke. The Celtics just get an army of random dudes that they turn into elite role players. Meanwhile, the Sixers' premier bench players are Andre Drummond and Quentin frickin' Grimes. And Nick Nurse sucks. Nick Nurse is a horrible coach, but this isn't on him. This roster is so dog shit. It's not even funny. Nick Nurse. Everyone's complaining about Nick Nurse being more creative. Nick Nurse has nothing to work with. Dominic Barlow is the Ricky Council of Josh Hart's. Adem Bona is the uh, Grant Ryler of I don't know, Nemias Quedas. Ignis Quentin Grimes is the Ignis Brazdeikis of Derek White's. Dumbass Sixers fans chanting, "We want Boston." What? Ah, man. Guys, be sure to look out for my post-game video. I'll be crashing out. Should be a fun time if you want to see a depressed Sixers fan crash out. You know where to find it. You find it here on NZ for 3. $31. All right, 1 minute left. Shireman bricks. I think that was an air ball. Why are the Celtics calling a timeout? It's just depressing, man. Hey, go Flyers. Barlow just got stuffed. And yeah, looks like the Boston Celtics will take game one. Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, it was a good season, guys. Well, we will be here to live stream the next game, but yeah, peace.